Hello, my dear beloved children. In continuation of my previous message, today we will talk in more detail about the transformation of the physical body of an awakened person into a light crystalline one. Of course, everything happens in stages, because the human body of the three-dimensional world is too different from the structure of the bodies of the inhabitants of higher dimensions. And since the timing of such a transformation is compressed to the limit, which happens for the first time in the history of the universe, this process itself can be called experimental or even innovative. So that your physical bodies do not suffer from an overdose of high vibration energies, energy work is constantly carried out with you, in which the ascended masters and your spiritual mentors, who have chosen for themselves the mission of helping humanity in the transition, take part. And this work is truly jewelry, because the vibrations of a person still in the three-dimensional world are constantly changing, even if this person strives to maintain them at the proper level with all his heart. It is because of the instability of vibrations that the process of transformation of human physical bodies into light crystalline bodies is slower than planned in advance. This is largely explained by the fact that the transition itself followed a much slower scenario than originally assumed. As a result, the process of transformation of the physical bodies of awakened people began only when the Earth had already entered the final phase of its transition to the fifth dimension. This is neither good nor bad. This was the objective reality emanating from the ever-changing situation on Earth. But now, when the transition is already irreversible, everyone who is mentally and emotionally ready for it must correspond to it not only energetically, but also physically at all costs. Your body will have to withstand a huge load when it is finally in the energy space of the fifth dimension. And in order to let the vibrations of the fifth dimension into himself most painlessly, it needs to change its cellular structure. This is what your assistants are doing now on the thin plane of the Earth. They are restoring the sleeping threads of your DNA so that they can again begin to function as it was at the dawn of humanity. Without this, it is impossible to dilute your physical bodies to the level of light crystalline. But you can also take part in this to speed up this process. And next time we'll talk about it in more detail. The Absolute Father who loves you immensely spoke to you.